Hello everybody, thank you for coming in today. So today I wanted to talk to you about a couple different things. But first off, I wanted to start off by just showing you this number. $200,000. Now, some of you may only see monetary value in this, but to me it's a lot more. To me it just shows the 9 months that we've worked this season, the amount of money we've lost. And I understood that a lot of you have really been struggling with payments. And you've come to me asking for overtime that we cannot provide. So today I want to come with you to gather a solution and where we can lower this $200,000 number and further apply this within the company so we can see further company growth and further bonuses down the road. Now today I want to start off with some of the issues at hand. So with these issues, it starts off with SalesPad. Now many of you know what SalesPad is, but I'll go into a brief explanation of it. SalesPad is the system that we use to target our inventory, locate our dispatching units, and to be able to overall run an efficient company. Now with this, it's a great tool and a very expensive tool at that. So if we have this tool already, we are not utilizing it. The other day I want to bring this up as an example. We had a customer come in and the computer system said that we had 7 pallets. So we sold him 7 pallets of stone on the spot. Now with this, we ended up only having 4 in our stockyard. Now this brought confusion, made our sales team look bad, and overall gave a poor customer satisfaction to the issue at hand. So with this, what I really want to say is, if you guys want to bring this number down as much as I do, next Saturday I've decided to say that we're going to close down our shop for services and everybody's going to come in. And then we're all going to come out, split up, and have a hard count of what our current inventory is. I know this may not sound fun, but for us to become a better company, I want us to be able to understand what our inventory currently is. So with our inventory getting in check, this will allow us to be able to sell correctly to customers, leave no left out information, and be able to really confidently say, we have this amount of stone, this is what we can sell you, and this is what we can allocate to you regarding further processes and other sales. Now with this in mind, it goes into our next topic, and this is the overall receiving of our inventory. Now, receiving of our inventory has been one of the biggest issues cost-wise for us out of any other issue out there. We all currently know that we just opened a second location up in Westfield outside of our Indianapolis location. Now, though this is a great area to be in and it's a very rising economy and very big area of growth with 40,000 homes going up in the next 10 years, we have to understand what goes where. Now, our suppliers and vendors we want to maintain a good relationship with. We have to let them know is that they have to deliver the stone to the correct place. Now, within the business world, there's this thing called liability. Now, liability is when we can take in and bring in the ownership of the stone that we take off the trucks. So once we take off the trucks, it is ours. It is at that location. It becomes our property, and we cannot say anything or do anything toward the vendor. So this has been an issue because we have taken product off trucks that has been faulty, wrong product, or wrong location. So today we're going to talk about the implementation of a new process. Now for every single truck that comes in, a salesperson and manager has to check off on the truck to make sure that the product looks okay, that the product's in the right location, and it's the overall correct product. So some of you may be wondering why this is such an issue. The reason it's an issue is because every single week, for example, we've had to take a product that has been shipped to Indianapolis, and we take it off the truck and realize it's supposed to go to Westfield. Now, it may not seem a big issue, but in the long run, it ends up being a higher inventory cost for every single time we ship it. We take our gas money and the time that our drivers use to go drive 30 minutes 2 or 3 times a day just to bring the right stone to the right location. So with this new process, we'll be able to double check it. And if the product is faulty or the wrong product, and if it's in the wrong location, we will simply tell the driver, sorry, but we will not be receiving it here because we asked and ordered it to be sent to the other location. Now, this may make the driver unhappy, but it's protocol and it's on that company. It's not on us. But if the driver is in a big hurry, we are lenient on that factor. So what we will do is we will assign the inspector's cameras so they can take pictures of the faulty product of what we want and what they don't want. So if we need to take it off the truck so they can get to another shipment, that is fine. So what we will do is take a picture, calculate the cost of transportation, and we will bill the people that sent it to the wrong location. Now with that in fact, that allows us to further open up costs and make a more efficient transfer of inventory, which is my next segment. So with the transfer of inventory, what our biggest thing is, it's a combination of our dispatch and it's a combination of our sales pad inefficiencies. So what I really want to talk about first off is just a story regarding the big company Amazon, which you all know of. Now Amazon has been an innovative group for the past number of years. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. If you want to buy anything at any quantity, any price, you can get it on Amazon. Now, a company this large magnitude and success, we have to realize the one thing it's based off of is supply chain management. Now, they are the most efficient supply chain management company in the world. What I don't see is we have a rising company in our own. We're a different market than Amazon. But you look at these multi-billion-dollar companies, see what they're doing and seeing it works. So why can we not put in the extra work in order to create our own efficient supply chain program? So with this in matter, I want you guys to look at that $200,000 number over and over and over and say, we can get a portion of this back just by implementing a new process. And with this new process of inventory, this will allow us to make sure the hard work that we went into hard counting our inventory doesn't go to waste. So with this in mind, I want to bring up the fact that when we have an inventory transfer, whether it's for a customer order or just for inventory, we have to constantly be updating our systems. When we do not update our systems, things get out of whack with what we have saying that we can sell and then what we do not have to sell. So an example of this the other day is we were not able to understand the impact that it has. The other day we were shipping around 10 pallets and we were just doing it for an inventory transfer. What we decided not to do is update it in the Indianapolis inventory system when it was going into the Westfield inventory system. So what this creates is a misfunction of numbers. So now we have an extra 10 pallets that we really don't even have. So as you can see, that is just a rising issue. So what we will do now is just to make sure that you have to constantly update it. There's no other way around it. So what we're going to do is just add another checkpoint for somebody else to double check your work. Now I want to stress that it's not criticism, it's nothing personal. We just have to make sure we get it right so we can grow as a business and further implement processes. So now to just wrap things up, I wanted to show you this number one more time. $200,000. If we can lower this, bonuses will be held, further growth of the company will be able to happen, and overall we'll be able to really just sit down as a team and really be able to say we did it and we're going to move forward and we want to be the leader in our industry. There's a lot of competition with a lot of economic growth opportunity. So what we got to figure out is the way to make sure things are efficient, fast, but also when things get a little rough, we can still profit. Thank you for your time, everybody.